Yanagi has to be the most overrated and overgraded character seen not only in the ZZZ community, but also in the whole gacha space in general. Never seen in my whole life such a one-trick pony being more great than low than her. And today, I, Rookie, will examine her kit and expose her while explaining why the same philosophy it makes her one of the most successful characters to suffer power creep in the future. Yanagi is an electro anomaly agent that came out all the way back to version 1.3. See, her main gimmick is that she amplifies her disordered damage via her talent and when using a red skill. Disordered damage is inflicted when another anomaly agent applies the anomaly after the enemy was already inflicted by a different type of anomaly effect. Disordered damage is calculated on the initial anomaly applied, plus a bonus with how much time it was left after the said previous anomaly. Now on paper, it is a pretty good thing, because it means that you don't need to hyper-invest her in order to use her as a sub DPS, since the disordered damage comes mainly from the fist carton slot. But that is a double-edged sword, as the fact is that you need the first anomaly card to actually be pretty strong in order to fully take advantage of her kit. And her strength, Yanagi's strength, is actually reliant on how much anomaly damage your other anomaly card can actually do on your team. In other words, give me Miyabi or I'm finished. And I know some of you are gonna mention the fact that she can play as a main DPS due to her unique ability to proc disorders on her own, and that is true. But that alone cannot justify investing on her, let alone getting her, just for that reason, as Shock is the weakest anomaly effect and it doesn't really do that much damage. And even her unique ability, the fact that she can proc disorders on her own, isn't that unique anymore, as Alice, our newest anomaly character, can also proc disorders on her own thanks to the polarized assault. There is another issue that I have about using Yanagi as a main DPS, but I will have to explain it later in the video, as we'll have to talk about the endgame content regarding that. My issue with Yanagi is that she is way too reliant on her teammate's strength in order to do some damage, meaning that it doesn't matter where you build her. If your fist anomaly character is weak, then she becomes practically useless. You need to gain a strong anomaly character that complements her in order for her to be effective. Miyabi, Alice, Jane, and even Burnice does, for that you will need to use Yanagi as a main DPS due to Burnice energy restraints. She needs other cards to excel, but other cards don't necessarily need her, and that's my biggest issue with her. She's always, and I repeat, always the second best option for a character, and never the first! Jane prefers Vivian, Alice is supposedly second best slot Jane because of monophysical, being insanely broken if you're able to walk around the anomaly cooldown. Piper also prefers Burnice due to the fact that she needs another teammate from her faction in order to activate her damage bonus, and Miyabi, her own freaking colleague, prefers Vivian, a quick swap team, due to the fact that Vivian, a Bloom, can also buff the anomaly damage of other characters. Even worse, fuck, Miyabi also prefers fucking Lukaku aside from her. Like, how can you be so bad that your freaking co-worker, you quote-unquote leader of Fashion Seeds, prefers your unadopted child over you, which you are supposed to be the deputy chief, the freaking vice leader of your team. Yeah, Miyabi prefers Zolkaku to Mono Ice, and sure, Mono Ice is kinda difficult to play around, especially at the start, but still, Mono Ice is still one of the best teams in the game. And the fact that Miyabi prefers freaking Zolkaku, which is one of the worst characters of the game, outside of obviously Miyabi, outside of obviously supporting Miyabi, then tells you everything you need to know about Yanagi. Wait, loved by everyone, decided by everyone, yet always second. She's always the second place. She's always the second choice, and always behind someone else who's stronger than her. Alright, she's the fucking arsenal of ZZZ characters, damn it! She's a fucking fraud! Look, I'm not trying to say that she's bad to the point that you should stop playing her, not at all. But let's be honest here for a second, she's not necessary for your account at all. Other anomaly agents can do disorder damage just fine on their own, and when you remove her ability to disorder on her own, which again, it is something that Alice can also do as well, what does remain for her? The fact that she's the best level 2 DPS, which is kinda irrelevant, because soon it's not gonna be the case anymore because of Sid? It makes me angry to see people still fully recommending to pull for her when she's and saying that she's a must-get character, when she's neither the strong sub DPS that is in the game, neither she's proof thanks to Seed being able to buff both herself and other attack agents as well. And because of that, the meta could definitely change from being an anomaly-based one to an attacker's one. Heck, she's already getting power crept in the assault due to the increased anomaly build-up resistance.
She is interesting because I've been talking to a lot more people recently on the anomaly changes. So for people who don't know, Deadly Assault has a 10% increase on anomaly bar, meaning you gotta do 10% more anomaly to proc an anomaly. And I've been talking to a lot of people who are like dedicated to Yanagi, and they said that the change has hit Yanagi the hardest. Like, it's a significant difference trying to proc an anomaly with her. Like, yeah, exactly. Like Ayudan, you said you've been feeling that 10%.
It is literally that easy to power creep Yanagi. Just get the boss having an absolute anomaly build up resistance so she won't be able to trigger the disorders anymore. And then she will be done for it. So stop recommending new players and free-to-play players to pull for her. It is a bad investment, especially when we are in the middle of a possible meta change in the future. And if that happens, if the double attackers become the new way to go, or god forbid, somebody gets her freaking kit reworked, Yanagi will definitely fall from the top spot of the game. Especially harder than other anomaly characters. So that's why I find it laughable when I hear people recommending to get her as if you need her to clear endgame content, when that couldn't be further from the truth, as I was able to clear Shield 7 with a Piper Nis team, not a greatly build Miyabi, a Decor Shingi, and the worst build Nicole that you've ever seen. So I was also able to get 6 star on the Assault, so I will need to build more characters to get more than that, so yeah. And sorry if I have hurted some people's feelings, but this was the harsh truth. I can't possibly recommend Yanagi when there are so many things working against her, especially when she's indeed the strongest out of what she does. It just simply isn't a good enough investment, especially if you are a free-to-play player. That's why I'm considering my post for a possible Vivi rerun instead. So yeah, I think I'll end this video here. What do you guys think about Yanagi? Do you think that I'm right and she isn't a good card to pull for anymore? Or do you think that I'm just doom posting? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and to subscribe to not miss any ZZZ content. And with that out of the way, I'll see you guys next video. Goodbye and take care. Ciao!